Got into it, I thought, right, I'm going to try one of these cleanses, and I just dove in, both feet went for it, and the change was rapid and unbelievable. Just that positivity coming back, that energy coming back.
7 days, I lost 9 pounds. Just the 7 days. Weighing on day 1, weighing on day 7, there was a 9-pound difference. There was another 10 pounds, and that was within 2 weeks after that.
I did 1 week pre-cleanse and then jumped straight into the cleanse, and within that 2 week period I noticed a dramatic reduction in the size of my gut. I had a lot of inflammation around that area, so that helped massively, and the sugar cravings stopped within a matter of days also. Amazing.
It's definitely lifted my energy and my spirit. I lost 12 pounds. And I haven't taken any pain meds since I started the last cleanse, which is over 2 weeks ago.
My skin's all cleared up, my energy levels are amazing, and no more hot flashes, so I'm sleeping through the night again.
It was brilliant. My skin's glowing, my energy's great, my whole system functioning in a whole better way. It's fabulous.
Hey, welcome to the Alkaline Reset Workshop, and this is the second video lesson in this series. I'm Ross Bridgeford, the author of the best-selling book, The Alkaline Reset Cleanse, and today we're going to be diving deep into the 7 days of the Alkaline Reset Cleanse itself. Listen, I've been teaching this workshop for almost 10 years and literally hundreds of thousands of people have been through this. They've used the exact steps that we're going to be covering today in this lesson to get incredible results in their health, to get to their dream weight, to be looking younger, feeling younger, waking up energized in the morning and feeling all that wonderful mental clarity all day long. They've used the lessons we're teaching here to put years of frustration and pain in their body behind them for good. So no matter what the challenge is you're facing right now, whether it's fatigue or weight or pain, digestion, hormonal, cardiovascular, diabetes, or something completely different, I'm going to show you in this lesson today how we can use the Alkaline Reset Cleanse to heal and rebalance your body to end this for good. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to be teaching you exactly what you're going to be doing for those 7 days of the Alkaline Reset Cleanse. And I know a lot of you who are watching this are busy. You haven't got a ton of extra time to be spending in the kitchen, chopping stuff and prepping stuff. So I want you to know right now, I have, and the Alkaline Reset Cleanse has got your back. It's all about saving you time, creating more time for you. Everything in the Alkaline Reset Cleanse is built to be as quick and easy as possible. In fact, this could be the easiest thing you ever did. And in a few days' time, in lesson 3, we're actually going to start building your cleanse plan, where I'll show you all the different ways that you can save time and build the simple day-by-day plan that will make your cleanse so quick and easy. We're also going to be diving into perhaps the most important part of the cleanse in lesson 3, which is the after the cleanse phase, where I'm going to show you how you can take all of the benefits you're going to get from your cleanse and make them last a lifetime without feeling like you're on a diet for the rest of your life. Now, first things first though, before we get started on lesson 2 today, did you watch lesson 1 yet? Lesson 1 is absolutely vital. It's the lesson where we learn what you need to do for the 7 days before you get to the cleanse, so that you can start getting results, building momentum, and how you can get really incredible results with just 7 minutes a day in those 7 days alone. It's amazing. So if you haven't watched lesson 1 yet, there's a link up here at the top of this page right now. Go and watch it now. I will still be here waiting for you. You won't miss out. Just go and watch lesson 1 first. Okay, I'm so excited about today's lesson though, because not only is the Alkaline Reset Cleanse incredibly powerful, but also I'm so excited because it's such a wonderful, joyous and positive experience to go through it. When you do it right, it's amazing. And I just love connecting with my students as they're going through the Alkaline Reset Cleanse coaching program, because they're just so happy and radiant and positive. You can see it on their faces and you can hear it in their voice. In fact, one of my favorite student stories comes from Juanita. And I want to share her story with you right now, just to remind you how quick and powerful change can be. And no matter how frustrated you are right now, no matter how long you've been living with pain and frustration with your health, you can defy the odds and get results so quickly, and powerful results too.
Initially, I started because I was diagnosed with lupus, and I wanted to see whether or not the alkaline way of living would have helped me, because there was actually no cure since it's an autoimmune disorder. When I initially heard about I've been diagnosed with that, it was like, my life is done. There's no hope. You know, why am I even living? You know, I might as well just die, because they tell you this is your life for the rest of your life, and you have to you have to remain on the steroids for the rest of your life. Every now and again, you may have to go in hospital for about 3 to 5 days. That's going to be your life. There was one point where I was taking lots of the steroid medication, and it got to the point where it was like my body just shut down. And I couldn't walk properly. My head was, I was all over the place. I could not focus at work. And I just decided to go cold turkey, stop the medication, just went straight into the alkaline way of living. And it is amazing, Ross. Everything just went away. Inflammation-wise, I had lots of inflammation. Legs would always be swollen. I don't have to deal with that any longer. So it works. It works. And I don't have to worry about the pain in the body, because I guess the alkaline way of living alleviated all of that as well. They tell you there will not be a day that's pain-free. And I have proved that wrong, because being on living the alkaline way, I have lots of pain-free days. So that's not so. And then I realized that the weight started just dropping. It was amazing. I think within the first month, I must have lost about 15 or 20 pounds, you know, which was awesome. I am feeling so healthy and energetic, and I expect to even feel more energetic. People think that I'm younger than I actually am, so it's awesome.
It's incredible. Lupus pain gone, medication gone, 20 pounds gone, pain-free, medication-free, and most importantly though, she's back to pursuing her passions. And you can just feel the joy radiating from her. Her happiness is infectious. And these are the types of transformations I love. These are the types of transformations over the period of the Alkaline Reset Cleanse that these are not uncommon. I want you to really embrace this and remember this as we go through the rest of this series. Huge change is possible, and it can be just days away. Remember, now is your time. So let's get stuck into this today so you can start getting results and start feeling it. Let's do this now. The Alkaline Reset Cleanse, 7 days to transform your health forever. Okay, so this is where we get into the core of it. You've prepared and primed and prepped your body during those 7 days or more of your before phase, just like we covered in lesson 1. And now you're ready to go through the wonderful transformation that the 7 days of my Alkaline Reset Cleanse brings. You remember my story from lesson 1 and how I showed you how I'd found these connections between balance and the systems of your body. These are the reasons why we're able to discover the foods that are going to be most powerful, the foods you need to eliminate, how to have the foods, when to have the foods to balance those 5 master systems, remove that acidity, the inflammation, the oxidative stress, and infuse your body with those nutrients that are going to make a massive difference happen in a really short period of time. Most cleanses that just focus on a little bit of juice here or there, or a little bit of this here or there, they're not going to cut it at this stage. Your body needs more. Dieting is not enough. You need to wipe the slate clean. You need to start again and give your body those tools it needs to thrive. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in the Alkaline Reset Cleanse. And that's exactly why it's so powerful and why I believe this is probably the most unique program on earth. Let's get into it now. So of course, there is a lot of depth to the full Alkaline Reset Cleanse coaching program, and we can't possibly cover it all today in this short training. But what I am going to give you today is the overview of the cleanse process so that you can start to take action. And this all starts with what I call the 5 steps to a successful cleanse. Now, from lesson 1, we know that imbalance is at the root cause of all sickness and disease, and balance is the one thing our body needs, the top most important thing our body craves. Number 2, our single most important job, all we have to focus on is give our body the tools it needs to thrive. And number 3, acidic, inflammatory and oxidative stress causing foods are what cause this imbalance, and the antidote to this is to reset and cleanse the body with alkaline, antioxidant rich and anti-inflammatory foods. This is part of the foundation to the core of everything I teach in that full Alkaline Reset Cleanse coaching program. So it's important for you to know this core, these headlines, as we follow along in this lesson. If you do want to do a cleanse, you need to know this stuff. And these are the 5 steps to a successful cleanse. Step 1 is called nourishing, not punishing. What I mean by this is that the Alkaline Reset Cleanse, it completely flips practically every other detox and cleanse protocol on its head. With most detoxes, they focus on restricting. All of the energy is put into cutting everything out to purge these toxins out of the body, and there's no energy or focus on getting the good stuff in. You're basically trying to starve the toxins out. This is not what your body wants. It makes it so hard. You have the cravings and pain and fatigues and headaches and suffering, and a huge reliance on willpower and that sheer drive and urge not to cave in each day as you go through those programs. Your nutrient intake goes down to practically 0, and this shuts your body down. It puts you into what we call a starvation mode, and effectively it makes your life a living hell for the duration of that program. Now, this could not be more the opposite of doing my cleanse. The Alkaline Reset Cleanse is full of positivity, abundance, lightness and energy. You're working with your body as a team, together, which is what it should be about. My philosophy is that if you want your body to work harder to rebuild and repair and regenerate, it needs more nutrients. More, not for you to starve it. So on the Alkaline Reset Cleanse, we're focusing on getting an abundance of nutrients, as much nourishment into your body as possible for the period of 7 days. Loads and loads of goodness and nourishment to support your body. One of the big rules of my cleanse is you should never go hungry. Write this one down. If you're hungry, you're doing it wrong. During the cleanse, please, if you see any signs of hunger, this is your body asking you for more nutrients, more tools to keep doing its job of healing and cleansing. As I shared with you in lesson 1, one of the most important things is that you reconnect with your body. You fall back in love with your body and you start seeing you and your body as one whole, on the same team. It's so heartbreaking, but so many people are disconnected. They feel like their body's their enemy. The cleanse will repair this relationship and bring you back into alignment, okay? This is so important. So always remember that. The Alkaline Reset Cleanse is about giving your body an abundance of nourishment for those 7 days, with all of your body's energy allowed to go into healing and restoring and rebalancing and ultimately thriving. Step 1 is all about abundance. Step 2 is all about mega fueling your body with juices, soups and smoothies. So on the Alkaline Reset Cleanse, your meals throughout the day consist of those alkaline juices, soups and smoothies for the 7 days. Now, these recipes are delicious, they're varied and they're so nutrient dense. The juices are delicious and refreshing, they're massively energizing. The smoothies are filling and nourishing, and those soups are warming, satisfying soul food. There is so much variety in the cleanse program, and the different roles of each of these 3 different types of meals makes each day a breeze. It gives you so many different flavors and textures. They're such clean, nutrient dense meals that your energy after each meal goes up to a whole new level. Imagine that. Imagine eating something and feeling better afterwards. You're going to love how these meals make you feel. And as we go through the anatomy of these juices, soups and smoothies, you'll also start to see quickly how easy and fast the shopping and the prep that these recipes, it's going to be half of what you would normally do in your normal life. So for those of you who are time stressed, you can relax. And you'll also see from the ingredients that I'm about to mention, and there's recipes in your workbook that you can download below, these ingredients are simple and they're cheap and they're easy to find. There's nothing funky and weird in my Alkaline Reset Cleanse. You can keep it simple. And for most people, the weekly shopping budget, the money you're actually spending when you're doing the cleanse, is actually much cheaper than your normal weekly shop. So what I want you to do now is take you through the anatomy of each of the juice, soups and smoothies, like meal categories, so that you can hit the ground running and avoid so many of the big mistakes people make when they just try to jump into an alkaline cleanse without the proper coaching and guidance. So let's get into those now. And remember, I've given you an example juice, an example soup and an example smoothie in the workbook below too. So first up, the Alkaline Reset juices. Now, alkaline juices are a powerful part of the cleanse, and they're so nutrient dense. They've got an instant impact on your energy, your mental energy, and they bring life into every cell in your body. They're so wonderfully powerful, and they're the most effective way to deliver the maximum amount of nutrients with almost no energy needed by your body to actually digest and use and spread the nutrients where they need to go in your body. Now, you might be wondering if it's sensible to juice because the fiber has been removed, but this is kind of the whole point with the juices. This is the benefit of the juice. The benefit is the fiber has been removed. That's the benefit, because this means that your body can easily use every single nutrient in there. And don't worry about fiber. You will be getting plenty of fiber on this plan from the smoothies and the soups. If there's one thing you will not be lacking, it's fiber, believe me. So what typically would go into one of my alkaline juices? Well, like I said, there's an example recipe in your workbook that you can download right below this video, and that is actually one of my favorite alkaline juices. I call it the AAA juice, and the AAA stands, of course, for alkaline, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant rich, and it's so delicious. It's just got that natural sweetness, and it's really powerful. So typically when you're thinking of an Alkaline Reset Cleanse juice, you'd be thinking about ingredients like cucumber, celery, spinach, lettuce, kale, beetroot, carrot, bell pepper, turmeric and ginger and tomato. Things like lemon and lime can really flavour it in a different way, and herbs like basil and cilantro and parsley. There's so many options. Of course, you wouldn't put all of those in at once, but a basic green juice of celery, cucumber, spinach and lettuce, that can be great too. You can then add some water or some coconut water, or even a nut milk like almond milk if you like to sort of water it down and sort of water down that green taste if you're just getting started. Now, you're probably noticing two things here. One, it's mostly green. That's important. Do you remember from lesson 1 the Powerhouse Fruits and Vegetables study, where the top 15 most powerful foods on earth are all leafy greens? And then number 2, you may have noticed I haven't mentioned fruit, and this is really essential. We don't have all the time in the world to go into the depths of all of the fruit stuff right now today, but the research overwhelmingly shows that when fructose is consumed either A, without fiber, and or B, quickly and in high doses, it puts huge stress on the liver, and this creates a ton of inflammation, fat cells, uric acid and so much more. Please don't put fruit in your juices during the cleanse. Fruit in juices has the fiber removed, it's consumed quickly, and it's high doses of fruit. So please, on the cleanse, leave the fruit out. There is a lot more to this topic, and I will cover this all in the Facebook Live tutorial tomorrow. So do join the Facebook group following the link below this video. It won't take you off this page, but you can join the group and be ready for that. Now, and in terms of when I would consume these juices on the cleanse, these tend to be something that I'll have mostly in the morning, usually almost like a breakfast. So before I would have my morning smoothie, and then perhaps just after or before lunch as well. Now, it helps to make 2 serves of each juice each time, so that you can always have one already made for later. This also halves your juicer cleaning time, so that's a top tip, write that one down. But when you make 2 juices at once, it means if you ever get peckish a little bit later in the day, you've already got it there in the fridge ready to go. The only rules here are get it into an airtight container, get it into the fridge. Light, heat and air are the enemies of nutrients. So if you get it in an airtight container in the fridge, it will preserve those nutrients and keep it fresh for up to even 36 hours. So you could even have it the next day. And on to the Alkaline Reset smoothies. The smoothies are amazing on the Alkaline Reset Cleanse. Now, they will contain many of the same ingredients as the juices, but you can actually get even more creative with the smoothies. Plus, of course, they're thicker, they contain the fiber, you can add lots of fats, and therefore they're really filling and really satisfying as well. So the kind of the equation for being filled and satisfied is protein plus fat plus fibre, and the smoothies pack all those in. So alongside the ingredients from before, I want you to be thinking things like avocado, non-dairy nut milks as your base, and then alongside those veggies, think things like nuts and seeds, coconut oil, cacao, maca, chia seeds. You can use a plant-based protein powder if you want, if you feel you need that little bit more protein, and so much more. You've got my all-day energy smoothie in the workbook below as your example, but you can keep things as simple or as complex as you like. A basic Alkaline Reset Cleanse smoothie would be something like avocado, cucumber, spinach, lettuce, coconut oil, and almond milk. Done. That is a simple, nutrient-dense and delicious smoothie, and it will keep you going for hours, again, thanks to that important combination of fat, fibre and protein. I would typically have a smoothie for breakfast, or if the juice and the turmeric tea from lesson 1 has got you going through breakfast, I'd have it for a mid-morning snack and then again for an afternoon snack. Again, I would make 2 times what you need. These will store in the fridge for 48 hours quite happily. So you can build up that little bit of a safety net for just if hunger strikes later. It's awesome to have something already prepared and waiting for you. And finally, onto the delicious Alkaline Reset soups. Now, these are what I would consider your more kind of regular meal on the Alkaline Reset Cleanse. And you can make a raw alkaline green soup or a more kind of regular warm soup. You can make them smooth or chunky. And of course, the options and variety here with soups is almost endless. On the Alkaline Reset Cleanse coaching program, there's a few that stand out. The Soothing Gut Healing Soup, which is a warm, smooth soup, which has got a really good depth and richness from the turmeric and the pumpkin and the lentils and more. And then there's another one, the Tuscan Bean Soup, which is so flavorful and herby and chunky, it makes the perfect dinner. Now, I've included another one of the favorites from the program below in your workbook, the anti-inflammatory soup, for you to try, and I think you're gonna love it. Certainly my students love that one. And the soups can be cooked in a more regular manner too. They can be cooked in a pan with coconut oil, or they can be just blended from raw ingredients. For me, I tend to go for the more raw, sort of smooth, cool soups at lunch, and notice that you can still warm up the raw soups a little bit. They're still considered raw even if they're just warm. Just don't cook them, so to speak, don't get them too hot. And then I would tend to have the chunkier, warm, soul-warming soups at dinner. So whereas you're sort of drinking the other recipes, these soups are eaten with a spoon. So there's something psychologically important about that. When you use the spoon, it kind of feeds the soul. And these soups can be bulk made and stocked up in your fridge or freezer, which is something you can do to make your weekday. If you're going back to work, if you're in the office, it can make the weekday a lot easier because they're always there if you need another meal or you get a little snack attack. Now, I want to remind you again, you'll be consuming as much of these recipes as you need. You never should go hungry, which is why it's so important to have those backups in the fridge and the freezer. The situation you cannot have on the cleanse is being hungry and stuck, either without something quick to eat, or even worse, being stuck without the right ingredients in your fridge and your pantry. In lesson 3, I'm going to take you through all of the steps to get your planning done for your cleanse in an hour or less, and this is going to save you hours and hours each day throughout the cleanse, and it's going to guarantee that you don't find yourself in that horrible situation of being really hungry but the fridge is bare. Okay, so lesson 3 is priceless. Even if just for that bit, you have to tune in for that. So, for the 7 days of the Alkaline Reset Cleanse, you are consuming that combination of the refreshing juices, the filling smoothies, and the comforting, warm and delicious soups. Never hungry, no willpower needed, no cravings, no starving yourself, no rumbling tummy, no mood swings, no headaches, no fatigue. They're the rule here. Instead, you simply feel full, satisfied, light, and positive. That Alkaline Reset Cleanse is a joyous experience. Step 3 is building on this. This is your focus on real whole foods. Now, something that really bugs me about so many other cleanse or detox programs out there is their reliance on supplements and miracle magic bullet products, when really the goodness is in nature, it's in whole natural foods, it's there in abundance. With the Alkaline Reset Cleanse, you don't need an army of supplements, you just need that power of nature. The thing is with supplements is the clue is in the name. They are there to supplement, and there are great supplement companies out there, but they're not the only thing you need. They're intended as a safety net. So while I love them, I see their importance and place in our ongoing lifestyle, But during the cleanse, you're getting so much of what the body really needs in the naturally occurring quantities that nature provides. Kale gives you the right amount of vitamin C and the right amount of fats that you need in that moment. Spinach and broccoli is giving you things like protein, sulforaphane, vitamin K, vitamin D. You're getting these nutrients and the goodness in naturally occurring quantities, and I love that about the cleanse. You really don't need to go and spend a fortune on supplements to have a super powerful Alkaline Reset Cleanse. The juices, soups and smoothies, they pretty much have it all. The only thing I would recommend that you add in is a good quality omega-3 supplement and a good quality coconut oil supplement. The rest, they're completely up to you. Look, if you've got a specific goal or challenge and you know of a product that you like, go for it. But the only two supplements that I'm going to tell you that you really need to have are the omega-3 and the coconut oil. In the Q&A tomorrow on the Facebook Live, I'll cover a bit more about supplements in there, but for now, I just want you to remember this is about the power of Mother Nature, the goodness of real natural whole foods. It's not about products and supplements, okay? So remember that one. Now, step 4 is, of course, zero acidic, inflammatory or oxidative stress causing foods. When you think about other plans or programs, and as you think about the foods you're supposed to eat, the foods you're supposed to avoid, it can all get a bit confusing and a lot to remember. And there's a lot of confusion and overwhelm out there, I know. Not the case on the Alkaline Reset Cleanse. You're eating just the alkaline juices, the soups and the smoothies with the foods that I gave you in lesson 1 and in the lesson 1 workbook, and that's it. When you think about that, it means you simply have to remember to not eat all the other stuff. This keeps it really super simple for the 7 days of the cleanse. Without having to think about it, you're going to be going 7 days without any of the acidic, inflammatory, oxidative stress-causing foods that have led you to be in the situation that you're in now with your health. You're going to be waving goodbye to those for those 7 days. Now, this might be worrying you as you're thinking about giving all these foods up cold turkey for a week. That might be daunting, but that's why lesson 1 is so important, because it teaches you how to get started and put the groundwork in for the 7 days before you start the cleanse in a really stress-free, easy transitioning kind of environment, so that you barely even notice you've given those foods up as you step into owning those 7 days of the Alkaline Reset Cleanse, and it makes it so simple. And finally, step 5 is the big one we keep repeating, mega hydration. Now, we covered it in lesson 1 because hydration is so important to prepare your body for the cleanse. And now we need to get even more serious about hydration as we go into the 7 days of the Alkaline Reset Cleanse itself. Water is probably the most critical nutrient to enable toxin elimination, healing of your digestive system, your kidneys, your liver, and to assist in the stress-free regulation of your pH throughout the detoxification process. During the Alkaline Reset Cleanse, you're not only getting hydrated from the juices, soups and smoothies, but you're also consuming up to 100 to 120 fluid ounce, which is about 3 to 4 litres of water every day. If the goodness in the juices, soups and smoothies is unclogging you, the hydration washes it away beautifully. You can't skip this step, and be warned, just this level of hydration alone will skyrocket your energy. It is just awesome. Now again, in the Facebook Live tomorrow, I will cover a whole heap of steps that's going to make the level of hydration so easy for you to get past all of the hydration challenges that I know that people have. I've been teaching this stuff for nearly 15 years. I know the challenges people have with hydration, and we'll go a little deeper on the other 4 steps as well. And if you follow the steps in lesson 1 to take you from 0 to being properly hydrated by the time you start the cleanse, we do it gently and day by day and step by step to move you towards that goal so that it's on autopilot by the time you start the cleanse, and all you have to do is carry on going. So again, if you haven't watched lesson 1 yet, you need to go back and watch that one too. These 5 steps make up the core of doing a powerful Alkaline Reset Cleanse. Focusing on an abundance of nutrients instead of restricting, so never going hungry and fueling your body with all those tools it needs to repair and thrive. 2, consuming fresh, delicious alkaline juices, soups and smoothies for those 7 days, plus the anti-inflammatory teas, the delicious flavoured water and all those other things we talked about in lesson 1. Focusing on the goodness of nature, not supplements and products. 4, consuming 0 acid-forming, inflammatory or oxidative stress-causing foods and drinks. And 5, that mega hydration. These are the 5 core steps of my Alkaline Reset Cleanse program. 7 days of pure, alkaline, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant-rich nourishment, giving your body a cascade of nutrients, everything it needs to rebuild and repair and reset without any of the toxins, the acids, the clogging foods and drinks that would slow it down. This is powerful. The effect of the Alkaline Reset Cleanse is incredible. In just a few short days, we can accomplish so much. This truly is the biggest gift that you can give to yourself. And it takes just 7 days. And the time is now. Listen, there's a reason that you're here watching this video now, and I want you to embrace that reality that change can happen quickly. Now is the time for change, and change doesn't have to be painful, stressful, or hard. When it comes to your health, when you align with your body's needs, as you will be with the Alkaline Reset Cleanse, massive change can happen quickly and effortlessly. Since 2009, thousands upon thousands of people have been through my Alkaline Reset Cleanse coaching program with every possible health goal you could imagine, every possible challenge and lifestyle challenge you could think of too. And you've seen some of my students like Eugenia, who had 2 kids, one of them with learning difficulties. She had 3 businesses while also being an attorney general as well. She had so much on her plate and she thought she never had enough time. She had always told herself that story, she was too busy, but she decided that it was enough and that now is the time. She did the Alkaline Reset Cleanse program with me. She loved it and she changed her life in a matter of days. Sugar addiction gone, stress gone, 23 pounds gone in 2 weeks, fatigue gone, and her relationship with her husband and her kids went to a whole new level. Robert, he knew that now was the time too, and he's got autistic twins who require a lot of care. But after his diagnosis of polycystic kidneys had left him with so much fatigue and worsening chronic fatigue so that he could barely get the kids to school, he knew he had to change. Now, Robert is running marathons, he's coaching his son's cricket team, and he was thriving. And he was also told by his doctors there was nothing he could do. Huge change is possible, and it's easy, and when you decide that now is your time and you take action, a whole new level of health can be just a few days away. In fact, right now, I just want you to stop for a second and write down or think about what is the biggest dream that you have got for your health and your body. What is it you really want for yourself? Is it to lose a certain amount of weight so you can feel confident about your body again? Is it to get out of pain so you can feel light and vibrant and exercise again? Is it to maybe soothe and heal your digestion so that you never have to suffer and you never have to worry about it again? Do you want to look 10 years younger, or do you want to wake up energized each morning, feeling alive and vibrant instead of feeling sluggish and fatigued as soon as you get out of bed? I want you to really think about this for a second. What would it look like if you achieved that big goal? And I want you to picture having reached that goal just for a day. Bring that result into your reality and just picture it for yourself, just for tomorrow, and keep it there for a second. Just think about it for tomorrow. What would tomorrow be like with that reality? Hold it there for a second and own that. Really close your eyes and think about that just for a moment. And keep it there for a second. And now that you have that picture in your mind, now picture a lifetime. Picture the rest of your life like this, like your second act with this new reality. With the Alkaline Reset Cleanse in just a few short days. 2 weeks is all we need together. We can change everything. So with a big smile, I want to reassure you that I am here for you and we can do this. We've covered a lot today, so please take a deep breath. I'll be covering everything in a bit more depth again in the Facebook live session tomorrow at 4 p.m. EST, that's New York time. And the link to join the Facebook group is directly below this video. And when you get there, I want you to do 2 simple things for me. Number 1, if there is anyone that you think could benefit from this information that I'm teaching you right now, please invite them to join the Facebook group. In fact, try to think of 3 people that you know who you could invite, and let's spread this movement. Let's make this happen for as many people as possible. They will be able to get access to all of this series too, all of the lessons. They won't miss out on anything. And then the second thing is, please let me know in the group. I am most looking forward to my new health and energy because, and let me know something you can't wait to do or have in your life after you've finished your cleanse. I would love to hear from you, and I cannot wait to connect with you in the community and of course in lesson 3. Now remember, in lesson 3 we're going to be kicking off with my biggest time-saving strategies and building your cleanse plan so you can get started and get it planned in. Then we're going to go into the future with you and your after the cleanse phase. Remember, this is broken down as before, during and after. In lesson 3 we're going to set you on a path of lifetime abundant health without ever feeling like you're on a diet, and I think you're going to love it. I'll see you there in lesson 3. I can't wait to connect with you again. Have a fantastic day.